Dividing exponents. Let's look at this fraction first before we look at exponents. How would you simplify 10/15ths? Some of you will know 5 can go into both of them. How many 5s go into 10? 2 of them. How many 5s go into 15? 3 of them. So we have an answer of 2/3. Now if we take again, looking at a different way, 10/15ths again, some people would say, well, that's 2 times 5, and that the bottom one is 3 times 5. So again, do you see anything in common? 5s are in common. They cancel each other out, so again we have 2/3. Now let's look at this problem that has exponents. We have 3 squared divided by 3 cubed. What does it look like? It's 3 times 3 over 3 times 3 times 3. So, do you see anything that can be canceled out? Any 3's in common? Well, 3's here are in common, and we can cancel them out. But we can also say 3 goes in here once, 3 goes in here once, 3 goes in here once, 3 goes in here once. So we have 1 times 1 is equal to 1, and we have 1 times 1 times 3 is equal to 3, so my answer is 1/3. Here's my next problem. I have 4 cubed divided by 4. So this is 4 times 4 times 4 all over 4. Do you see anything that's in common that we can cross off? Well, the 4's. So 4 goes in here once, 4 goes in here once. So I have 4 times 4, which is 16, and I have just 1 on the bottom, which is equal to 16. So there's my answer. Here's my next problem. Now we've got variables. C to the 4th power times D to the 3rd power all over C times D to the 2nd power. What does that look like? I have C times C times C times C times D times D times D all over C times D times D times D. Do you see anything that's in common? Well, these C's are in common. They cancel each other out. C goes in here once, C goes in here once. D goes in here once, D goes in here once. Whoops, I wrote too many D's, didn't I? Well, let's just get rid of this one because I'm not going to record. Sorry, that's 2 D's. So let's get rid of this D and get rid of this D. And so therefore, we have C to the 3rd D all over, well, 1 times 1 times 1 means I just have 1. So my answer is C cubed D. So here is our rule. The rule states that if we have the same bases and we're dividing these exponents that have the same bases, what we can do is subtract the exponents. And that's what we have here. If we go back up and look at these examples here, this is here C to the 1st power and this is C to the 4th. 4 minus 1 makes the 3 right here. And then D to the 3rd minus D to the 2nd makes D to the 1st power right here. Up here we have the same base 4. So we're going to go 3 minus 1 and we're going to get 4 squared, which gives me the 16. Okay, here's our next problem, and I wrote out what it looks like. So again, everything's being multiplied out on the top and then on the bottom, and then we need to divide. So is there anything in common? Well, the W's and a Y. So then let's look at our fraction. Can I simplify my fraction? Again, you can think about that as 4 times 2 and 4 times 3, and you can get rid of your 4's and you have 2/3. So I have 2/3 for the fraction, and what do I have on top left? A Y, and on the bottom I have a W. So if I compare it to this rule, again I'm dividing the exponents there, or I'm subtracting the exponents. Okay, so let's look. I have 5 and 6. I subtracted them, but the W is still on the bottom here because that's the most W's. And then I have 2 minus 1, and that's going to go on the top because it has the most Y's. And there's my answer. Now I'm going to show you how I would think through this problem without writing it out. I would look at the w's and I would say, I have 5 w's on the top, 6 w's on the bottom. I'm going to get rid of 5 on the top, rid of 5 on the bottom, and it leaves me with 1 w. I have 1 y on the bottom, 2 y's on the top, so I'm going to get rid of this y, get rid of 1 y there, which leaves me 1 y left. And then, of course, simplify my fractions. Okay, looking at this next problem, if I simplify the fraction here, 6 can go into both of them, so then I would have 3 over 4 so far. And then let's see, I have 3 x's on the top, 5 x's on the bottom, so let's subtract them. How many would be left? 2, but they'd still be on the bottom because I have more on the bottom. And then I have just y's on top, so it'd be y squared.